In this video, we'll continue the countdown and explore some of these secrets, and shed light on the mysterious events and hidden agendas that have taken place within the Vatican's walls over the centuries. Join us as we uncover some of the most fascinating and little-known stories about the Vatican and its secrets. Quickly, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on videos like this. Number 5. A Dead Man's Trial. One of the Vatican's most unusual events occurred in 897 when Pope Stephen VI went to great lengths to hold a trial for a deceased man. The former pope, Formosus, who had been dead for several months, was placed on trial by his successor. This was undoubtedly one of the oddest incidents on record, although there may be other bizarre occurrences that have yet to come to light. Despite his deceased state, Formosus was exhumed, dressed in papal robes, and placed on the throne to face trial. A deacon was even appointed to represent the corpse. What occurred next was nothing short of madness. Pope Stephen VI publicly accused Formosus and berated him in front of an audience, as if he were a living person. The mock trial ended with the dead pope being found guilty of usurping the papacy. To put it another way, Formosus was accused of taking the papal throne by force. As a result, Stephen VI declared all of his papal actions invalid. Pope Formosus' legacy was entirely erased, and his body was mutilated by having 3 of his fingers removed before being thrown into the river. Pope Stephen VI, on the other hand, was imprisoned and later executed by strangulation. The underlying idea is that holding the position of the Pope during medieval times was not exactly desirable. It often attracted individuals who were mentally unstable, and the role was more focused on politics rather than religion. Furthermore, many popes met untimely deaths. Romanus, who succeeded Stephen VI, was assassinated after only 92 days. Theodore II, his successor, didn't fare any better, surviving for only 2 weeks. Who would have thought that the papacy was such a hotbed of intense drama and violence? Number 4. The Lost Apocryphal. According to claims, there exists a written document that suggests Jesus Christ was married to Mary Magdalene and had children. This document is said to be a manuscript dating back to the 6th century and was originally written in Greek but later translated into the ancient language of Syriac. It supposedly reveals details of Jesus Christ's adult life that are not mentioned in the Bible. The manuscript in question tells the story of Jesus Christ's adulthood, which is not mentioned in the Bible. Unlike his birth and death, the 30 years between are not covered in the Bible. According to the manuscript, Jesus Christ was a sexual being who fell in love with Mary Magdalene and had children with her. This revelation is surrounded by controversy for various reasons, one of which is the manuscript's unreliability. Although it is a genuine document found in the British Library, its origin and exact date of writing remain unknown. The manuscript also depicts Mary Magdalene as the daughter of God and co-redeemer of humanity, implying that her role was just as significant as that of Jesus. However, this contradicts the traditional narrative and teachings of the Vatican, which aim to present a sanitized version of Jesus and promote conservative values among Christians. Numerous historians believe that Jesus may have lived a more human-like lifestyle than the Vatican acknowledges. Number 3. Vatican Secret Archives. The Vatican Secret Archives holds more secrets than any other place on Earth. The contents of this underground fortress are concealed in mystery and have sparked numerous rumors and conspiracy theories. However, the truth remains unknown, as everything in the archives is so highly classified that only select scholars over the age of 75, who are deemed trustworthy, are granted access. The Vatican's strict policy of only allowing access to scholars over 75 ensures that even if they wanted to reveal any secrets, they would likely be suffering from dementia by the time they could do so. Despite rumors of the archives containing extraterrestrial remains or time-traveling devices, and even the true identity of Jesus Christ, it is unlikely that any such items exist there. In reality, the archives are primarily filled with correspondence concerning the Pope. In addition to papal correspondence, the Vatican Secret Archives also house treasures belonging to the Catholic Church. Given the nature of the organization, it is not surprising that they prefer to keep these artifacts out of the public eye. One of the most popular theories surrounding the Vatican secret archive is that it contains evidence of a secret agreement between the Vatican and the Nazi regime during World War II. However, as many of these materials are highly sensitive, the Church has no intention of making them available to the public. Even if they do appear to open the archives to those interested, it is likely to be only a partial disclosure of the truth. Number 2. The Antichrist. The chief exorcist at the Vatican in 2010 was Reverend Father Gabriel Amorth, who was 85 years old and had treated more than 70,000 cases of demonic possession during his 25-year career. He maintained a small office on the third floor of Vatican City and was known as a legitimate exorcist. In a La Repubblica interview, Reverend Amorth defended his work and openly expressed his belief that the devil is a pure and unbeatable embodiment of evil. During his conversation with reporters, the Reverend mentioned that the devil possesses the ability to communicate in multiple languages, transform his appearance, and remain concealed when required. The Vatican's authorization of more than 70,000 exorcisms is quite astonishing. However, what is even more startling is Reverend Gabriel Amorth's assertion that in 1981, the devil infiltrated the Vatican and launched a direct assault on Pope John Paul II. Additionally, in 2008, the devil managed to enter the Vatican once more and take hold of a Swiss-Italian woman by the name of Susanna Maiolo. On Christmas Eve, Susanna made an attempt to push down Pope Benedict XVI, but her efforts were thwarted by the Pontifical Swiss Guard. The following year, during midnight mass on Christmas Eve, she succeeded in knocking the Pope over. While it's probable that Susanna was struggling with some form of mental illness, the Reverend claimed that she was a servant of the devil. The Reverend, who died in 2016, left behind a curious legacy of fear of demonic activity within the Vatican. What is your opinion? Do you believe that Susanna was genuinely possessed? Number 1. Books missing from the Bible. In 1684, the Vatican eliminated 14 books from the Bible. The reasoning behind this decision has not been disclosed, and it appears that the Vatican prefers to keep the public unaware. When the Bible was translated from Latin to English in 1611, it consisted of 80 books. However, the current version of the Bible contains only 66 books, with the 14 missing ones referred to as the Apocrypha, which means hidden in Greek. Among the books that were removed from the Bible are Tobit, Bel and the Dragon, Judith, the Wisdom of Solomon, the Songs of the Three Holy Children, Esdras, Maccabees, and the Prayer for Manasseh. Additionally, prior to the elimination of these 14 books, Jesus' name was spelled as Jesus. The Church altered the pronunciation and spelling. Without any modifications, Jesus' name would be pronounced as Yahushua. Numerous hypotheses have been put forward to explain the removal of these enigmatic books from the Bible. One argument posits that the content of these books conflicted with the narrative of the Roman Catholic Church and thus, they were excluded. Others suggest that the books were removed because they made the Bible overly lengthy and complicated. However, there is no definite explanation. The books themselves do not seem to be particularly sinister, nor do they contain any secrets. Nonetheless, for reasons unknown, the Catholic Church made the decision to remove them from the Bible so that the Word of God reflected their desired interpretation. I would like to hear your opinions on what you believe is the Vatican's most significant undisclosed information. Kindly share your thoughts in the comments section, and I appreciate you for watching. Do subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.